Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mega Man X5.
This is the only one I'm able to beat in like 2 sessions.
Oh, yeah,
at least without dying a bunch. Because as much as I love these games, I die a lot because I'm very reckless when I play.
You're playing it wrong. You're supposed to... I don't know. I just made a video, or I released a video today as of this recording of talking about players who like video game purist logic. I was just like, if you're not playing it this very specific way, you're not playing it right. You know.
So what's really cool about this game is you can actually play as either Mega Man or Zero and beat the entire game as one of them. I'm going to be using Zero. He was always my favorite growing up, and I do best with him. I think his combat's a lot more fun too, like jumping right into the action, getting right up in the enemy's face, and slashing the crap out of them. Normally I play on extreme mode, but because I will die a few times doing that, I'm just going to play on normal mode. Make it a lot easier.
You're going to put in cheats for Nightmare Zero?
Oh yeah, I'm getting there. So what's really cool about this one, this is one of the few where you can actually get armors for both of them. There's a cool way to do it in the second to last Sigma level, but since I'm just doing a playthrough like this, I'm just going to go and put in the cheat to get Nightmare Armor 0, which I'll show you how to do that here in a minute.
You're not playing as regular Mega Man, aren't you?
No, I refuse. Now, I do sometimes. Sometimes when I play through this, I'll get Mega Man. Usually I start out with what's called the 4th armor, or I'll get his ultimate armor at the beginning, which you can do with a cheat code that goes in the opposite direction, and I'll explain what I mean by that here in a minute.
But you gotta do training, because you gotta prepare.
I'm not doing the training mode. I mean, I'm capable of it, but there's no point. So what I always do, I've always done this, and make sure I change the controls, because I can't dash with like the circle button that takes away from me jumping and slashing, so I always change it to L1. And I don't do a lot of weapons selection with Zero anyway, so it works totally fine for me. Yeah, I was back out of here. I just leave the game speed and everything normal. You can go to do training. It's kind of cool. You get a boss fight in there. That's the Dragoon guy from Mega Man X4. Which, I didn't play that before this because Mega Man X4 is alright, but the final boss is so hard it's not worth me doing as a Let's Play. So I just started.
I'll tell you one Mega Man X game that I never finished was Mega Man X3.
So... if you want to get the Ultimate Armor X, you would want to do a code that is up 2 times and then down 9 times, and you'll hear a noise. With Zero, you want to do down 2 times and up 9 times.
Down.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You hear that ring, and then when you press X, or whatever console you're on, the equivalent, it will give you the Nightmare Armor 0. And to be honest, there's like a really long scene here. I just skipped through it because I've seen it so many times. Basically, a colony called Eurasia is about to crash towards Earth. The guy there on the right is trying to cause it, and the totally not Sigma in the top left is behind it.
And you get to, but you played the piano really fast.
Yeah, I wish I could play piano. That'd be pretty cool.
I've tried playing piano.
Some people complain about how much dialogue there is in this game, and there's a lot, but it doesn't bother me because, man, the gameplay is probably something I've always loved.
But it's not the Super Nintendo one, so it's not good.
Oh my gosh, the frame rate of this thing is awful. And it's not the original game, it's like that. It really is just a recording device that we're using. If you play this like on a PS1, Switch, PS2, anything it's been ported to, it's going to be pretty clean.
It actually sucks pretty worse.
So, if you start out with Zero in this game, he has a Buster, but it's pretty worthless. Like, I don't even know why it's included. The Buster in the Mega Man Zero games is way better.
Well, yeah, since you can't even use X in the game.
Yeah, that's true. If you don't start with Zero, he actually loses his Buster, and he never has it in the game. Which, I mean, again, is fine. That really doesn't bother me very much. Because I don't use it. Basically, all the messages are pretty innocuous here. Like, there's not really a lot going on.
Might as well just call this a speed run.
No,
Kind of.
I'm not that fast.
Fiest.
I wish I was that good. And what I love about one thing I don't think people take advantage of enough in the X games is the wall jump stuff. There's a boss in one of the Sigma levels I can't beat the normal way. So I basically just destroy my finger smashing the X button over and over, hiding in the corner away from his attacks. You'll see.
Mega Man 6.
Basically, whoever you use, the other character loses a certain piece of armor based on your playthrough. So like, you don't have the fourth armor for X if you start out with 0. And you don't have Zero's Buster if you start out with X.
And also X is 0, 0X is Sigma.
Sigma's head, it's really weird that he's always about his head. Ah!
He's big-headed.
As you can see, I'm kind of like I play with a lot of high damage. Like I don't hide from danger in this game very well.
You know, if you play this on a Mega Man X Legacy Collection, put on Rookie mode.
I refuse. I am not a rookie at this game. Got him before he killed me.
Bam, 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 bam. I'd say my favorite Mega Man X games are probably Mega Man X1, X4, and this game.
So for some weird reason, the Sigma virus, like, doing that just spread it all over the Earth. I don't know why the Earth isn't purple. A virus like that's for computers. But sure, we'll accept it. And basically because X and 0 are so old, the virus doesn't... Well, it hurts X, but it won't turn him.
Yeah.
It heals 0. It's kind of cool. You can, like, get the Sigma virus into 0, and he gets healed and temporarily invincible. I'll show you on a level that has him.
I forgot. What was I gonna say?
And then we're gonna save it, which I don't know if there's already any save data here. Nope.
No,
Cool.
I've got it on a certain memory card that, you know. So this isn't one of those PS1 games where you see the other save files from other games.
Yeah, that was so weird about that era of gaming is you could like overwrite other people's save data. I would have thought by that era we would have. Well, no, I guess not, because that really was one of the early non-PC eras where you could see other save data. Were there other? I don't remember. Were there other consoles that saved onto the device? Maybe the Sega Saturn? I can't remember. I never had a Saturn, but I know it had discs. And I don't remember if it had a memory card. So what's really interesting is a lot of these characters are named after, like a lot of the bosses are named after characters from Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, like characters.
I think they changed that in some of the later releases, but certainly the PS1 release and maybe the Mega Man X Collection version had like Duff McWhalen and Axl Rose. And I can't remember the others because I don't remember all the names of the people in Guns N' Roses. So the boss order here is the bear, the whale, then you got the squid guy, and you got this guy, and then you want to head on over to this guy, and oh gosh, I can't remember. It's been a long. I always forget. I just kind of like go for it. I think it's him, and then it's him. No, it's him and then him. I think you actually fight him, then him, then him, then him.
This is some pretty good gameplay.
I've honestly forgotten. Point is, you like look at your weapons, which this barely matters. And what's really neat is the cannon. You can actually fire it right now, and there's a very, very tiny chance it will destroy the colony. And you actually can skip every boss up into the Sigma stage. Like you literally, if you happen to get it right here, you just skip everybody. There's a really weird thing about this game. Now, I could probably sit here for an hour and try it and probably not get it, but it is written in the game that it's possible. And I've done it with only beaten 2 bosses, but never just 0. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show the actual game.
The beer.
This is where you can choose character.
You can technically still use 0 even when you choose X, but
yeah, but that's X in its most basic form, and that's just not fun.
Grizzly Slash.
It is neat how you can actually get X's armor parts with 0. He just like sets him aside, and and starting in X4, you had to complete the whole armor to put on any pieces. Unlike the original Mega Man, where as soon as you got an armor piece, you just had it. Think about maybe the dash boots from Mega Man X1 there in the Chill Penguin stage.
And Mega Man X4 was the edgy kid because it had cussing.
I forgot about that. It had like one swear word, I think.
Yeah, that's a few times. I remember, gosh, in that game, Mega Man sounded like this. You know, X sounded like this, even though he wasn't regular Mega Man. You know.
I don't even think we hear him talk in this one, do we?
No. I'm pretty sure they just have their Japanese like grunts and stuff in this one.
Yeah,
probably.
I think X4 had the highest budget.
Yeah. Yeah, X6 definitely didn't have a big budget either.
Well, X6 was not very good. It had some interesting ideas. I like what they did with Zero's Saber, and like the different endings was cool. Which this one has different endings too.
It just depends on what you do. Can you make it up that one?
It's been a little longer than I thought since I played this.
Whee! Gosh, there were so many games and like stuff that were obsessed with that music.
Well, I mean, you got to think of the era this came out. Like, sound chips had gotten really good. Like, you know, even as far back as like the NES or even further back, you could have voices. Like,
yeah,
the Intellivision had a voice synthesis module that was really basic, but it did get the job done. Ah, come on!
You know where you don't die in that? I was just gonna constantly remind you, hey, there's a rookie mode in the Legacy Collection.
I'm not a rookie. Okay, when I'm playing this on a console that doesn't have 5 frames a second, I'm usually a little bit... Oh, come on! I'm usually a little bit better at it.
Well, now you're gonna be even better next time you play it on the... You know.
I better be able to play extreme mode without getting hit next time. So I figure this would be...
Yeah. So isn't there like a... I think there's eventually something where you can double jump.
Yeah, so after you get this stage, you get a double jump with Zero.
An E-tank.
Yeah. That's one thing I didn't like they did in the later Mega Mans is like... In later X games is you only got 2 E-tanks and an energy tank instead of 4 E-tanks. So I'm not going to get all the armor pieces in this playthrough, but I'll show you, here's one for X. It's neat how Dr. Light managed to put these little tanks in all these places in the world, and how no one else found them.
So that when I die, the Mega Man can see.
Yeah, so that when I die, I can leave stuff with Mega Man.
Well, he's speaking like in the Mega Man 8. He spoke like
He tried to speak like this.
Yeah, Elmer Fudd.
You know who should have spoke
Fudd.
for him was Norm Macdonald. As of this recording, he recently passed away, and I've been going back to watch episodes of the Mike Tyson Mysteries. So I'd never watched it, I just saw ads. I didn't realize that Norm Macdonald voiced the pigeon in that show. And it's hilarious. He's sociopathic. So this is one of the bosses that basically doesn't have a weakness, but he's also the easiest one to kill.
Yeah, I always have at least one of those, and
every Mega Man game has like a primer boss.
Yeah, I love the boss.
Basically, just slash the crap out of him. Watch out for the drill attack like this.
Yeah.
Unlike what I just did. Just give him some good slashes. Frick.
It is kind of funny that they released these. They released X collections 1 and 2. Well, they released them in 2 different collections, the X games, and you know that people are mostly only going to be getting X1 or X Legacy Collection 1.
But it's too bad because the second one had X5.
But like that's like one of the only good ones in the collection.
Yeah.
Whereas with like, here's what I think about. Let's see, Mega Man Legacy Collection had 2 pretty good games, and then the second one had a really awesome game.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them are either okay or you know.
I want to see Mega Man Legends and stuff re-released, but it wouldn't really fit with any of the others in the collection. Like, it'd be like Legends and like Mega Man Soccer and Mega Man Racing and maybe Mega Man the Power Fighters.
Yeah.
Which I actually kind of liked it. It was kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom, but not quite as nice. It was cool. It told the story of like Zero about to come around, where Wily was going to.
Spoilers.
Basically, Wily steals Proto Man, uses his parts to make Zero. Zero kills almost everybody, including Dr. Wily.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so this level kind of sucks. I've never liked it. Basically, just because it's so slow, you have to wait for the whale.
Yeah.
Or the ship before the whale.
Yeah.
Whale himself.
Duff McWhalen.
Yep. I'm a super casual fan of Guns N' Roses. There's a few songs of theirs I really enjoy. Knocking on Heaven's Door, November Rain. Of course, some of the ones.
Oh, but the best band ever is AC/DC.
Nah, I don't like AC/DC. It's the voices. It's the dude's vocals. Some of that Marge Simpson trying to do rock. So I can't even get like the gravel in my throat like Marge has, so I'm not even gonna try.
Homie!
Yeah. I can't do it.
I can only do it sometimes, and I can't control the volume of it.
I'm too thirsty to do it right now. I can't get my voice to get the gravel back there without it just going.
Oh, you're thirsty.
What's annoying is that like the pieces of the ship keep coming back.
Yeah. What about whenever they're like in the fish and then like the...
Oh, make sure to pick those guys up. You get an extra life when you save them.
Yeah.
I will say that the system with them was a lot cooler in X6 because there were set ones.
Oh no! I don't know spam. It just says spam.
Oh, just pick it up and hang up.
Nah,
Screw
I'll just
them.
let it.
But I don't want to hear that in the recording. Screw that.
You know you missed that guy.
Yeah, I don't get them all. He was already too far away before he spat him out.
You know, we need some sacrifice here.
Yeah, these guys are going to pull their own weight. I go now chill up here while he shoots.
Like when they're in the fish and they got that like...
So the fact that I've already got double jump is super handy because I love platforming. So if you chill up there in the corner like that, that's actually really handy against one of the Sigma bosses that I was talking about earlier. Just kind of wait for my guy to pull out the gun again, hide up here. And of all the games that have been here for Let's Plays, this is definitely one I probably am the most confident in, or at least know the most. It's funny, if you hit him, he actually kind of goes back, but it doesn't really mean much, because then he'll like shoot forward and hurt you.
Hey look, a big fishy.
Giant health bar, nothing. We just let him shoot.
Yeah, that's just there to scare the
then
tourists.
Just jump. Yeah, just scare the tourists. Well, if you read what's going on with this thing, it's like a ship that was in an aquatic or a nautical museum that got taken over by the Sigma virus or by Duff McWhalen. I can't remember. So you just destroy a part of it, pretty easy.
You know what? What was I gonna say? Shoot.
It's amazing how much of the ship you actually have to hit and destroy before you can continue. And this is the part I hate the most. Coming down with this friggin' thing. Because like,
Yeah.
these are... You fall so slow.
Yeah, I remember I was playing. I remember I was playing this on the Switch, the Legacy Collection. I put in the Nightmare thing, and I just about didn't have to use like any of the weakness, like any of the boss's weaknesses. I was just able to slash through it.
Are you on rookie mode though?
Yeah.
It is true the Nightmare Armor makes your blade stronger. That's why it's purple. Purple means strength, apparently.
Purple.
Yeah, purple.
Spyro color. I don't know.
That's crazy. The reason purple, at least in the European world, is associated with royalty was... Oh, not even a European world. It was in the Eastern world. Purple was associated with royalty because it was a very hard color to make years ago. You had to smash up, I think it was a bunch of snail shells to make to get it. So you had to spend a ton of money, and basically only the royalty could afford that. So this part is actually, I will say this part here, way easier with Zero, because you just jump and slash it the whole time. Destroys all the missiles, all that, no problem. X, a little more difficult.
And, commentary. Simple. I can't argue with that.
And I want to know if it's really true that aluminum used to be so expensive, it would be worth more than, like, silver kitchenware and utensils way back in the day. Because that would be really interesting to go back in time and be like, yeah, look at all this aluminum stuff I got for $1. Like, look at this aluminum spoon I got for $1. Yeah, this is worth, like, freaking quarter of a bar of gold in your time. So there's actually armor up here, but you gotta have the Falcon Armor with X, which lets you fly, and you can fly through there. This requires you to come back with Duff McWhalen's attack with X. You destroy that little blue thing, and you get the armor piece for this.
So there's backtracking. Ah!
Yeah, you gotta revisit levels to get stuff.
I'm just freaking out like people. I feel like people kind of overreact to it. I mean, it is kind of annoying to backtrack in some games, but like I feel like people overreact to it.
So just make sure you kind of sit here, destroy these things, hang around, and then destroy it again.
Or like the people that like hate backtracking but love Metroidvanias. Metroidvanias are literally all about the backtracking.
Speaking of Metroidvanias, as of this recording, the Castlevania games just came, like the Advanced Collection just came out on the Switch. That's pretty cool. I picked it up this morning.
Yeah, I remember seeing an announcement. I was like, I wonder when that's going to come out. And I see later on, oh, it was released the day it was announced.
It's funny. I like those games, but I've only beaten like one of them. Like, they're very hard games. I half beat Symphony of the Night, but the Upside Down Castle is brutal. That's a level of
Sympathy
gaming.
of the Night.
Yeah, Sympathy of the Night. I had to try really hard with it. I got to level up a little bit. And one I really do enjoy, but is, if I ever beat it, will be the hardest game I've ever beaten, is Rondo of Blood. It's fun, but boy, it is
difficult.
It is very difficult. It's one of those you kind of have to play it a bunch to remember where everything is. But I like it. I think Richter Belmont's kind of a cool character. And it's funny, since it's for the PC engine, there's some random like anime cutscenes that were just kind of they felt very mid-90s. And there's like little things you can get, people you can save with like to get extra scenes and extra abilities. I'm stuck on the last level. That last level is a nightmare.